Hey nature lovers, welcome to another video. We are still sitting at 37 subscribers. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I know it's not a lot, but it is what it is. Today, we're going to jump right into it, and we're going to be talking about the brown recluse spider. This is a spider that I feel gets a lot of heat, misunderstood, whatever you want to say about it. And I want to help maybe diminish some of that. So bites from these guys are actually pretty rare. However, that being said, when a bite does occur, it can cause serious wounds. And that's probably what it's most known for. They can be found, they can be found in the south central United States and in the Midwest also. They are rare outside of this range, however. But again, that being said, they can be found outside of this range, either because they've been transported in boxes or perhaps even in furnishings. They do, however, have a dark violin, and I'm going to try turning off my light. So it is not going to focus. But you can sort of make out, maybe. That's just making it worse. Oh well, I will show you in the picture that I have. But they get their name, violin spider or fiddleback spider, because on the cephalothorax there is a violin-shaped marking. You can't identify the spider just on that marking, however, and we'll talk more about that here in a second. That dark violin shape is on the back of the cephalothorax, or the head. The neck of the violin points to the abdomen. Brown recluses are different from other spiders in that they have, instead of 8 eyes, they have 6 eyes, which are going to be really hard to tell just from looking at them. You would almost have to have a microscope to see that. They can be found in their native range, hanging out under rocks, logs, wood piles, and debris. However, they're also perfectly adapted for living with humans. Now, this spider, we're going to get rid of this one, hunts at night, so that's when it's going to be most active. They feed on insects. Now, it's also important to note that they don't use webs for trapping insects. What is important to know is these guys will hide during the day. This might mean in tennis shoes, in clothes. So if you live in an area where there are brown recluses, I don't want to scare you. Sorry about the shaking camera. It's a really good idea to check your clothing that you're going to put on, check your shoes. If you've had issues in the past with them, just be safe. The female is going to lay anywhere from 40 to 50 eggs. When those hatch, it will take 1 year for them to reach maturity, and they can live for 2 to 4 years. That being said, the female will only produce around 5 egg sacs in her life. Now, this is important, and hear me out on this. I know people get bit, and I get that, but these are not aggressive spiders. If you get bit, it's usually because they're trapped between you, your skin, and clothes, and so they're biting in defense. The bite itself is painless, at least at first. Sometimes these bites will develop into necrotic lesions. Oftentimes, you'll see where physicians, doctors, misdiagnose other skin issues or other skin lesions with spider bites. This might include things like bacterial infections, perhaps fungal infections. A staph infection might be included in that. It does sometimes take experts to identify an issue. If you do have them in your house, you can try relocating them. If you have a bigger issue in your house, I'm not going to get into pest control, but be safe. Like I said, they're not aggressive, but they are venomous. All spiders are venomous. However, there are dangers, perhaps with their bite. Or not perhaps with their bite. There are dangers with their bites. Like I said, they can lead to necrotic lesions. And just because you have perhaps a spider bite, and that's what the doctor says it is, doesn't mean that's what it is. I'm just saying. If you live outside of their area and you think you have a brown recluse, take a photo. There are people who will identify them. That's your best bet. I ran into an issue where a friend of mine had what he thought were brown recluses. I was able to get it identified, and they lived outside of the normal range. Sure enough, what he had were brown recluse brown recluse spiders in his house. So it does happen. With that, I'm going to let you go. If you're not, why do I always do this? If you're not already subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like, and stay tuned for more videos.